अभ्रमं भङ्गरहितम् अजडं विमलं सदा आनन्दतीर्थमतलं भजेतापत्रयापहं मिथ्यासिद्धान्तदुद्ध्वान्त विध्वंसिणविचक्षणः जयतीत्याकतनिर्भासतां नो हृदम्बरे अर्तिकल्पितकल्पोऽयं प्रत्यर्थिगजकेसरी व्यासतीर्थगुरुभूयात् अस्मदिष्टार्थसिद्धये तपोविद्याविरक्त्यादि सद्गुणोकाकरानं वादिराजगुरून् वन्दे ऐक्यपदाश्रय पूज्य राघवेन्द्राय सिद्धधर्मरताय च कृतां कल्पवृक्षाय नमतां कामधेनवे दुर्वादिध्वान्तरवये वैष्णवेन्दीवरेन्दवे श्रीराघवेन्द्रगुरवे नमो अत्यन्तयाळवे आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यञ्च मनोरथाः हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः we are doing Bhagavad Gita second adhyaya. In the second adhyaya we saw the last class Neha Bhikrama Nashosti Pratyavayo Navidyate. There we saw how
ನೋಡ್ತೀಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಚ್ಚಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ
unmute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ so that there is no disturbance for others. Yeah. What happens is people will get a doubt. If we do halfway or a little bit to Paramatma, then we stop, or we do something wrong, will God be cruel to us? Will he do that? So all those fears are taken away by Sri Krishna when he gives the advice to Arjuna. Even if we do towards dharma, because dharma rakshati rakshita, if we follow dharma, it will protect us. Oh, you did a little bit mistake, but unknowingly doing mistake is different. As long as our intentions are good, then it will save us from big fear. How it is, we talked about that. Then another question comes to a lot of people's mind, modern, especially modern generation. Hey, Bhagavad Gita is only one text, but it is interpreted by so many people in so many ways, and they're in conflict also. Like one says this way, another says not just a different thing, but opposite thing. They are like opposites and contradicting each other. So which one should we follow? We are all confused. For that also, the answer is given by Sri Krishna. He says, Vyavasayatmika buddhirekeha kurunandana bahushaka hyanantascha buddhayo avyavasayana. Vyavasaya means Visheshena avasana. That means properly concluded, appropriate conclusion, appropriately understood. That concept is only one. Which is that? How to determine that? It will be told in coming slokas. But first it is established. Yavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. When it is said this, the interesting part is this. In Brahmavivarta Purana also the same kind of a concept is given, and it explains a little bit more also in the sense, simpler words. Buddhi nirnita tattvanam eka Vishnu parayana bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo. See the second bahushakahi anantascha buddhayo vyavasayana, almost same line. But the first line, buddhi nirnita tattvanam eka Vishnu parayana. So we use our intellect, make proper decision on the tattvas, then that can lead only to one conclusion, only one accurate conclusion, that is to be adopted. And if anything conflicts, see, something can go along with it, there's nothing wrong. But if something conflicts that properly concluded situation, then that's not right. And always the right answer will be only one. Wrong answers can be many. For example, a very crude example, 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's the right answer. 2 plus 2 equals 5, 2 plus 2 equals 7, 2 plus 2 equals 8, 2 plus 2 is 9. There are millions of wrong answers. A right answer is only one. Of course, it's a very, very, very trivial example. But in philosophy, that's always the case. If something is concluded with appropriate analysis, that is the right one. And wrong ones, Bahushaka hi Ananta. Ananta means infinite. Many. There are, which are Buddhaya, Avyavasayana Buddhaya. Vyavasaya is as a properly concluded. Avyavasaya, not properly. If the intellect, the buddhi, is not working properly, or no logical problems or thinking problems, then it is Avyavasayana, Buddhaya, Avyavasayana, Bahushaka. There are many. Why that happens? How to determine what is right and what is wrong? How to determine which are Vyavasaya, that means properly concluded, or improperly concluded? How to differentiate that? That one is explained in a very beautiful but very complex way. I mean, not complex, in a very involved way. And there, Krishna says, Yamimam pushpitam vatam pravadanti avipaschitaha vedavadarataha partha nanyadastiti vadinaha. In the world also, even in Laukik or philosophy, everywhere we come across people who say, they talk so beautifully. They say, oh, this is wonderful, like a flower. Flower is so beautiful, wonderful, but we cannot eat the flower as it is. The flower has to become a fruit. The fruit is consumable. Flower may look beautiful, wonderful. So this is what, there are people who speak so beautifully, pravadanti, avipaschita, but they are not properly knowledgeable people, improperly knowledgeable people, but they have the technique. They talk very beautifully. And they say, oh, Vedas are saying, Veda, they in fact take advantage of or take hold of the Vedas. They use Vedas. And they say, they twist the Veda meaning also. Vedavada rataha partha. And they say, ours is the only correct one. Everything else is wrong. Na anyat asti iti vadinaha. So that's what Krishna warns against it. Avyavasaya buddhi. Who has avyavasaya buddhi? Yam vacham avipaschitaha pravadanti. Who, those who do not have proper understanding of the scriptures, shastras, procedures, ways of life. Pravadanti taya apahruta chetasam buddhi. See, their buddhi is stolen away from them. It's taken away. So their buddhi is not functioning properly. So how to achieve that means vyavasayatmakatvena samadhatena vartate. They don't use vyavasayatmika. That means properly conclusions they don't use. And that's what happens. Yathavastu. Okay, how to determine what is the right way, what is the wrong way? How? The procedure is given. Acharya explains Tatparya actually. So, yadhavastu tatha jnanam. That's samyata saminitam. So that means you see an object and you try to see the object the way it is. If your jnana or knowledge should precisely define, even science, that's what science does. Science is very much supported. Science tries to precisely define an object. Same way in philosophy also. The jnana knowledge should have a precision and it has to explain it properly. And if the imbalance comes, that is anyatha jnana, that means wrong knowledge. What is the wrong knowledge? The imbalance. The samadhana or the proper balancing has to be done. Natat bhavati asat. So there is a word that is vishamikruta chetas. That means people who have imbalance of intellectual thinking, they make their decisions also will be imbalanced. How to know what is imbalanced, what is balance? How? Simple, like for example, let us take Swarga. You do this action, you get Swarga. Okay, wonderful. I do this dana, dharma, whatever, this thing, I get Swarga. Then what? Swarga, can I be in Swarga or heaven at all times? No. Kshine punye matyalokam, they say like, you are punya as long as there, the stock is there, you enjoy Swarga. The moment your stock is over, boom, you come back, you start again all over again. Oh, this Swarga looks very nice and wonderful, but it is not my solution because it's temporary. I mean, here in this world, maybe I enjoy 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 100 years of happy life, whatever. In Swarga, maybe I enjoy 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 years, but still, is a limit. So that limit over, gone. So it may be a longer limit, that's all. It's a little better than here, that's all. But it's not good. So what is should be there? The flower is not whatever. The Swarga or heaven is like a flower. Beautiful, wonderful. But that's not what I want. I want the fruit, real fruit. Moksha phala. Namanyante phalam moksham. Vishnu samipya rupakam. Vishnu samipya rupaka. Being closer to the God who is eternal, who will take care of us all the time. That moksha is the real phala or fruit. Phaladam cha namanyante. People who don't look at that, Vishnu para phala, Vishnu's accompaniment, Vishnu's company, form of phala, that is what is to be taken. So this is how thinking has to go. So don't fall a prey for apparently beautiful, attractive, wonderful things, whether in this life or life after death, wherever it is. Bhoga, Aishwarya, Anugati. Oh, I want Bhoga, I want Aishwarya, I want wealth, Bhoga, Bhoga enjoyment. I want only this, only this. Run after that, whether it is samsara or swarga, that's no good. And people can go into the darkness also, dark worlds also. So, like duratmas, like like Duryodhana, evil people, they will even preach, hey, this is my wrong way of life, torturing people. You get enjoyment. Torture others, so what? You get enjoyment. So do that. People can misguide and take in a dark path also, even more dangerous. So all this are many wrong ways are there. These wrong ways have to be avoided, and the right way has to be adopted. For that, a proper scripture, proper guru, proper guidance, they are helpful in determining which is the right path, which are all the wrong paths. Blind cult mentality is no good. We don't want to encourage cult mentality of any kind. Your own philosophy or someone else's philosophy. Look into it, analyze it, and think critically, compare and contrast with others, see if there are issues, there are any problems, handle them. So this has to be done with maturity, guidance, help from elders. Then that sammoha, delusion will not happen. People will have proper understanding, and they finally reach the goals that is appropriate and not the mudhas going goal that is avoided. Jnani people, whichever way, the right path that they go, that path they will take. So this is the message, that warning, how to determine the right path, how to differentiate the wrong conclusions and the right conclusions, how we have to analyze. This kind of guidance is given by Krishna, and of course, this is only a start of it. So, how to determine what is right, what is wrong? Next, several slokas give that. So we go by, we concentrate a little less on the pratipada or every word of the sloka, but we concentrate more on the concept. What concept is helpful for us in pursuing our dharma way of life, dharmic way of life. That's what is being taught here. So we'll continue the next flow of thought in the next class. Any questions are there? You can feel free to ask. Hare Srinivasa, Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Dhanyavad Sri Keshava. I have one question.
Sure.
So here, this proper analysis will give us conclusive knowledge. So
Yeah.
that is what we are talking about. So you said there are several more shlokas which
Yeah.
where the concept is elucidated. So which are those shlokas from Yamimam Pushpitam Vacha, Pravadanti Vipashita to
Yeah.
Bhogeshwaryam prasaktanam taya pahruti chetasam.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that these 3 shloka or are there more?
So yeah, the sloka that first one, Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana bahushaka hyanantasa buddhayo avyavasayina. The 41st sloka establishes, tells that, gives a warning. Hey, watch out. The correct one, there will be only one correct. If all the others that conflict, I mean, which go with the correct one is fine. Anything that conflicts with that, there are many wrong things that conflict with us. So the 41st sloka gives the warning of that. And the next, the one that I said, the answer for that is the 42nd sloka. Yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti avipaschitah vedavada rataha partha nanyat asti iti vadinah. That is the sloka we covered, 42nd. And that is the sloka which is talking about multiple way or multiple directions how people can come and can misguide, and there can be many wrong schools. They said, why many wrong schools are there? The reason is beautiful talk. Anybody who talks beautifully, they will impress upon people, hey, ours is the right one. And people don't see the contents of that, because common man is innocent. He doesn't know that hey, there's something wrong with the content. It's not easy to know, because the people who present that are talking beautifully, like a beautiful flower. They give a flowery, actually in English there's a flowery language. They say flowery language. Beautiful language is called flowery language. They talk like beautiful flowers. Pravadanti, the word they use is also pravadanti, prakarshena. They beautifully speak. And how are they? Vipassitaha means well, wise, very knowledgeable is vipassita. Avipassita, not wise, not highly knowledgeable, very shallow knowledge they have. They are called avipassita. And the another expression that was used is Vedavad. Okay, there are some people who don't even speak about Vedas. They say, okay, we don't want Vedas, we don't want anything. Concentrate on our things. There are some people who say that. There are some people who say, oh, Vedas are very important, they're high, they're great. They bring Vedavada, Rataha, apparent meaning, for example, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, examples if you take, the apparent meaning, you are Brahman, I am Brahman, everybody is Brahman, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma, all are Brahmans, everybody is Brahman. These are, and they insist on their arguments. Veda, Vada, Rataha. They do the Vada based on Vedas, and they are so attached to it. Vedavada Rataha. And so Partha, Krishna addressing Arjuna saying, Partha, all these people, whether they believe in Vedas, they don't believe in Vedas, beautiful talkers, Charvakas, all these people, whoever, all these are of the same category. They say, Na Anyat Asti. Hey, whatever we are telling, take this. Don't even look at anything else. Anyat na asti iti vadinaha. They argue. Nothing else is important. What we say is important. That's all they say. So this is the sloka that I covered today. So that is the one that gives point to an answer. Actually, all the next slokas also give answer for that. But why so many wrong schools are there? This one explains the reason for that.
धन्यवाद.
Sure.
साष्टांग नमस्कार.
Namaskar.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ರೀ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Namaskar.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಕೇಶವ್.
Namaskar.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ರೀ, ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Namaskar.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ರೀ, ಹರೇ ಶ್ರೀನಿವಾಸ.
Hare Srinivasa. Namaskar.
Namaskar, Hare.
Namaskar.
Yeah, Vivek ji or Acharya ji, one question that how
any
we finish
question?
this class. So next time
Yeah.
when we come, so we will continue from the chapter 2nd and 42nd shlok, or how it
Yeah. Today we
Okay.
covered. Second adhyaya, 41st and 42nd slokas.
42nd, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So next time we'll come and we'll start from 43rd.
Yes. Next time I talk about 43rd. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಆಚಾರ್ಯ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Yeah.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ
Sure.
ವೇದವಾದ ರಥಃ ಅಂತ ಈಗ ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ.
ಹೌದು.
ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದೋಸ್ ಸಮನ್ವಯ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್
Yes.
ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಇಟ್.
Yeah.
So how do we decide that, okay, hey, this is idamiktham, this is the right text? Say for example, ಈಗ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸರ್ವಂ ಕಲ್ವಿದಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಂ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಹಂ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾಸ್ಮಿ,
Yes.
ತತ್ವಮಸಿ,
Yes.
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ನಯ ನಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಿಂಚನ,
ಹೌದು. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ
ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ
ಹೌದು.
ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. So these are all what their argument is, these are all there, and even
Yes.
they try to even ದ್ವಾಸುಪರ್ಣ ಸಹಜ ಸಖಾಯಾತಿ ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮ ತತ್ವವಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದ ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ ಅದು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅದು ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೂಪರ್ಫಿಷಿಯಲ್.
ಅದು ಅನುವಾದಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದೇ ಅನುವಾದಕ.
So this is like so kind of like, this is something we feel that is something out of context translation, something similar to how
Yes.
jihad been translated and used for their purpose.
Yes. Yes. There. How to handle that? How to do it means very simple actually. The ones that they are doing, they are taking part of the sentence. They are not looking at the context. They are not looking at the whole sentence. They are taking a segment and total out of context. Simple. Tattvamasi. Shvetaketu, he studied for 12 years. He came arrogant. I know everything. I know everything. What is the answer? A simple common sense. Somebody who tries to take away the arrogance, say, hey, you are nothing. You are very humble being. You learned 12 years is a tiny fraction. You are not omniscient. You are not a sarvajna. You know very little. Don't be haughty. This is the advice people give. Why would Uddalaka give an advice? You are Brahman. And another thing is Atma Tattvamasi. Atma is a Pumlinga Shabda. Tat is a Napumsakalinga Shabda. Even the grammar doesn't match. Atma, Sa Atma, that Paramatma, he is Atma. And Tat, that Paramatma you are saying on Pumlinga, masculine gender. And Tat. And he said Tattvamasi. He came arrogant saying, I know everything. Hey, not only you know everything, you are actually omniscient. You are Brahman. You are Brahman. Tattvamasi. That Brahman, you are that Brahman. Why would someone say you are Brahman when the person already is arrogant? You say you are nobody. They won't say you are Brahman. That means they are actually increasing the arrogance actually. It's like somebody has a poison in the body, comes, oh, I want to take away the poison, right? Okay, I inject 100 units of poison into the body. The person will die instantly. So already he is poisoned with arrogance. And why would Uddalaka pump more poison into him, saying that you are the omniscient Brahman? And examples that he gives, 9 examples he gives. In 9 examples, they are talking about the difference only, not identity. So there is no identity at all. And even worse, Uddalaka says, you are Brahman, you are Brahman. Why can't he say at least once, Aham Brahma? During that Tattvamasi, one sentence, you say, Aham Brahmasmi, Tvam Brahma, Tattvamasi. You should say both. You are Brahman, as if I am not Brahman. Uddalaka is not Brahman. He's saying only, you are Brahman, you are Brahman, you are Brahman. 9 times he has to say, I mean, he's so dumb that he's like, son, say, hey, you are Brahman, you are Brahman, you are Brahman. And 9 examples showing differences. How ridiculous it is. So it is obvious that the whole approach is wrong approach. It's so obvious, but still I don't know how they did it.
Okay.
Same thing, Aham Brahmasmi is a big sentence. They have taken a fraction of a sentence. And who is saying Aham Brahmasmi? Paramatma says Aham Brahmasmi, that's fine. Is every jiva has supposed to say Aham Brahmasmi? Does the Upanishad say that? It doesn't say, hey, all the jivas, you say Aham Brahmasmi. Upanishad doesn't say that. So the context is wrong, interpretation is wrong, it's partial sentence.
I have a question on this one. So you said Napunsakling, Tat is Napunsakling. So,
Yeah.
but it refers to the Lord only.
Yeah, and it refers to Lord and says, they say Tat means that.
Yeah.
That refers to a Lord, Atma. Sa Atma Tat Tvamasi. Sa Atma Tat Tvamasi. That's why Acharya says Atatvamasi if you say, then no problem. Because Atat means na tadiyam. It's saying you do not have the omniscience of Paramatma. You don't have the Paramatmaness. Atatvam is the tadiyam tvam naasi. That means everything is coming from him. You do not have anything. You do not have his powers. You do not have his strength. You do not have any of his things. So that is what it is. Atatvamasi, that thou art not. You are not any of Paramatma. You are not Paramatma. That's what Atatvamasi is the right way of saying this. And in fact, Acharya is so great. He takes, okay, you want the Padacheda, one is Atma, Atatvamasi is the Padacheda. You suppose you say you don't believe in that Padacheda. You want Atma, Tattvamasi only. Okay, Tattvamasi. Napumsakalinga don't take it. Because Tat is Napumsakalinga, right? Tattvamasi, Samasa. Samasa means Tadiyam Tvamasi, Tasya Tvamasi, Tasmin Tvamasi, Saptasu Prathama. That means you are in him, you are by him, you are from him, you are for him, you belong to him, you are of him. So Tasya, Tasmin, Tena, all these put every vibhakti perfectly fits. Prathama vibhakti, Saptasu Prathama. All 7 vibhaktis are indicated by Prathama. When you say Prathama vibhakti, you are his Pratibimba. You are just his reflection. That's all.
Nice. Yeah, very nice.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, that is great, Acharya, because a lot of these analysis, right?
Yeah.
We don't see that kind of analysis
Yeah.
gone into this. Yeah.
That's why these sessions will help. Actually, a lot of people left, but it's being recorded, so they can actually hear this.
Yeah, I'll make a note of it and I'll post it.
Thanks, Acharya.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See you on Wednesday. Yeah. It's ending prayer.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Prata Prabhuti Sayantam Sayadi Prataram Tata Yatkaromi Jagannatha Tadastata Pujanam Hare Srinivasa.
Hare Srinivasa.
Hare Srinivasa.
Hare Srinivasa.